Yo, what's up guys? Today I'm making a quick video about how I got rank 1 bear mode wild soul. You're gonna probably be like, wait, what is that? I thought there was only one build and it's not even a bear build, it's a fox build because he put all the OP fox skill like a little pussy fox instead of playing the bear mode build like a fucking man like you should be. But today I will show you not only how is this new bear mode build that I created good, it's actually anti-meta and hidden OP. Now, there is some requirement to be able to do this build is you need good gear. And by good gear, by 1670, you need relic precise dagger and you need a good stone that has a lot of Keenblood weapon nodes because as you can see on precise dagger you have the crit damage penalty. So that's fine because as long as you have a lot of nodes on your Keenblood stone, you can see how it's 57. It's gonna easily negate that precise dagger so easily. And you can also just have like accessories that have decent crit damage nodes. Or you can just go with a crit damage pants, but just use whatever is better. Like if you already have a 5/5 additional damage like I have, you don't have to change anything. Now, what's actually making this build good is not that you can go fear strength because you're utilizing blunt thorn, which is this is the OP node that will make the build go crazy. Bluntthorn, everyone knows it is the best node in the game. It's not even close. But it's hard to get Bluntthorn efficiency because a lot of classes cannot get the crit rate, and a lot of classes that get the crit rate to get Bluntthorn are using a lot of like their stats. They're using a lot of this. They don't have that much spec, like the thing that actually makes you do a lot of damage. Most crit classes that max this crit don't benefit like a spec class does in terms of its damage output. So they just end up doing decent damage instead of OP damage. But I will show you right now. The only prerequisite is you need to use a food buff because this build right now does not have enough mana regen. But this is cheap, bro. Like if you have good gear, you have a lot of money, you're gonna use a food buff. So as you can see, I'm gonna do a quick things. First one is I'm gonna put on Spear Absorption because it simulates that we have the feast and the supports, and we have a support. So there you go. No cheating, no nothing. Now what I'm gonna do is this class really needs 1670 to function because you need your T skill. So I'm gonna put this at 1. Like I have a lot of enlightenment nodes. I'm not gonna put the 1680 bracelet level 2 because I would make the build even crazier if I put at level 2. But I'm not gonna do that. And I'm gonna make it like this. Like you have your 1670 Braille nodes. And you have all the potion. That is all I'm going to do. And of course, we're gonna simulate that we're full ancient by finalizing the build. Because what you can do is you can do all of this and you can put this here. And the beauty is I made a setup. If you don't have a crit sin, you just do this and this, and then you put more crit rate. But we're not going to do that yet. We're going to keep this simple. We're going to keep this like this. Okay? Now that you see all of this, there's no cheating, no nothing, because every time I make a new meta build and I show how crazy my damage is, all the comments is a bunch of salty losers saying I'm cheating. So now, those are really low level gems. And I will have 2 level 8s and 1 level 8 damage. That is a normal setup for a 1670 character doing Broshaza. So I don't want to hear shit. Everyone has like all 8s and all this bullshit. I will have the bare minimum that will get me in lobbies. So this will be my setup. And those are your 2 important skills because they're your highest cooldown. And you want to chain everything together on the bear mode build. I will use Hyper Awakening because everyone is using Hyper Awakening during their parses. So everyone wants the highest number, so they do that. So I will use it too. compare it with other people using Hyper Awakening. Also, what's good about this build is because you don't have Hitmaster, you don't have the penalty of when you use your regular Awakening, because your regular Awakening does a lot of damage. So you don't have the penalty of Hitmaster. And in Prog, you can just replace Curse Doll with Ether Predator because your stones are this, and these are the mandatory anyway. Those are the mandatory, and your stones are on them anyway. And you can even replace Grudge if you really, really struggle in the Prog. Like, it's completely fine. You're only gonna lose like 4% damage. Alright, I'm gonna stack Adrenaline. I'm gonna show you exactly how the combo works. So, like, you would usually just stack it with Q, right? Because it has a low cooldown. It matches the Adren stack. Almost 2 million powers, 93 million DPS. So you would be 1670. So you add around 10% parse from just your gear. So you would be a 100 million parsing class by normal rel. And not even ancient, no nothing. So that is absolutely insane for a build that is anti-meta. So I'm happy with the build I created, and it's not that, like, it doesn't even require that much gear. Like, it requires a cheap, precise dagger relic, and it's really customizable because when you have a crit sin, you can just change the nodes around, and it's really, really easy. And you only need like 6s and 3 8s for the build to function properly. So that's it for my new Bearmo build showcase, and catch you guys next video.